How is everybody? It's a special one. I want you to send this live to all your friends. You get me? Send this live to bare people, man. Get me? Bare people. We're gonna let it brew for a second and then we're gonna get cracking, man. Let me know if you can hear me well out there. Can everyone hear me good, yeah? Or check the sounds. Let me know if everyone can hear me well. We live, man. It's cracking. Yeah. Hi, brother, you're there.
What up, bro?
We've got the sound effects on deck and everything, bro.
What's
We
good?
here. We here. You telling me how you living, bro?
Yeah, take it one day at a time in this quarantine.
Yeah, that's a fact,
Uh,
my guy. That's a fact.
that's it. Just praying every day, taking care of my daughter. That's all I can do
Amen.
right now.
How is she?
She's good. She's like 14 months right now.
Okay. God bless that, man. That's beautiful back there. Still, I remember when you had her, man. You get me?
Huh?
I remember when
Yeah,
you had her, man. Proper stuff.
that's a fact. That's a
That's it.
fact.
Father Kasa. You get me? Daddy duties now. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. How you been?
Bro, I can't
How's going
complain,
out
man.
there?
I can't complain. It's bad out here, obviously, but we're dealing with it as good as we can, bro. You know what I mean?
It's bad out here too, especially in New York. I think yesterday was the lowest in death tolls, like at 500. The last
Mad.
2 weeks, it was like 700 people a day. So the
Yeah.
curve is flattening. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're
Like I
like.
said, we got to
I feel
just
like
pray,
New
man.
York's like 6,000 ahead of London. I think at the moment in total,
Yeah.
something like that.
So
But you know, New York's the concrete jungle, bro. Everyone's close. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, everybody's close. For pretty much everybody's complying except for the young dudes in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it ain't really nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And these young
For real
guys,
though.
they're not trying to be in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I
They're
don't
not
think I
trying to
don't I
really.
don't think a lot of people took it serious at first, but now I think it's starting. People are starting to respect it a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I done lost relatives. I done lost an uncle. I done lost an aunt. I done lost like 2 or
Oh
3
man.
friends. My mom's lost a friend yesterday, so it's been crucial. I just been quarantining, drink
Yeah.
hot liquids, uh, eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even been smoking that much weed, man. And this today is
Yeah. Right
420.
now.
I probably smoke something today, but other than that, I've been really chilling.
Yeah, bro. I don't blame you, bro. Shit's a bit crazy right now. You just gotta be safe, man. You know what I
Now
mean?
that's a fact.
I
That's
see.
a fact.
We gotta let them know why we. I'm gonna let them know why we're here, man. I know people are logging in slowly. You know what I mean? While we're checking in. But
Now
this is
that's
my
a
boy.
fact.
This is my boy on Kasa. You get me straight out of New York. Part of the
Yeah,
part
that's
of the
my brother
legendary
right there.
diplomats. You know what I mean?
You
Part
you
of that
one of the
publicity.
you one of the few people that's been to Mama Casa crib.
Fam, I was gonna bring that up later. 100% because that was a moment, isn't it? That was
Now
a moment, bro.
that was
That shit was
definitely a
that shit
moment.
was real. That shit was real,
Yeah,
man. I was honored. You know what I'm trying to say? I was honored.
yeah,
So this
yeah.
is this the first. This the first. You know what? I want to big you up though because I've spoke to a lot of artists who are going to be coming on and whatnot, but you was the first person to like say, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Like true,
You
real talk,
family,
true
you know
stories
that
on
we
that
not
podcast.
friends. You my brother. You family. We got a
Cheers to
tighter
that, bro.
bond than with IG. No, like when he in New York, he come fucking with me. We be in the hood. We be
Fact.
chilling. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? We be
fact.
in the studio. We be kicking it. I
That's a
appreciate you
fact,
for
bro.
that shout out to on your last video, man. Thank you,
Oh,
man.
bro, I had to. You know what I mean? When I say I've been to Harlem, I really came Harlem with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like you took me into the projects. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, that's
Into
a
the
fact.
building. You know me,
Yeah,
bro. I
man.
don't be playing. Trust me,
Nah, that's
bro.
a fact.
We gotta let them know that we done an episode of Real Talk True Stories going back like 3 years ago. Epic.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I wish we had a cameraman at that time, but we didn't. But it was all good anyway. But obviously we're gonna do a live one, real natural, just kicking it. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
congratulations on your newborn, bro. We started off like that, like you said.
Thank you,
Congrats.
man.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And for anyone that's from the UK, yeah, because I can see a lot of UK people joining right now, yeah. Who's on Casa if they never heard of you, bro? How would you sum it up, man?
Um, I've been in the game. I've been in the music business since I was like 13, 14. I ain't really get my feet wet until about 19, 20. So I've been in this game roughly 20 something years. You might know me best from the Diplomat intro. Shout out to Cams, you Free Juelz, Jim
That shit was
Jones.
hard, bro.
Um,
That shit was legs.
before you heard any of them on the Diplomat Community album, you hear my voice first. So I want to always shout out. I think we just made what 16 or 17 years that the album been out.
Ooh.
So
It makes sense though, because I feel
yeah,
like I was like 17, 18 when it dropped. You know what I mean? I remember copying it,
yeah,
bro. I had it on vinyl, bro.
yeah.
I had it on vinyl.
I still look good, but I'm older now. I'm 40. I'm not afraid to say my age. God bless me to see 40 years on this
Yeah, that's a
earth.
fact. We need more of that. Amen.
You know,
And you look
you
young,
know.
bro. You're good. You're healthy, strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't abuse drugs. I never was a guy that was into harsh drugs. The mostly thing I ever did was smoke weed. I'm a heavy stoner. I hardly really drink alcohol. I'm
That's
just
that
getting
meth,
on
though,
my
bro.
I'm just getting on my water kick. So I'm drinking more water. I'm eating more fruits, and you got to stay mentally strong out here because this even this little quarantine will take a toll on you. But long as
Yeah,
you're around family and praying every day, you should be good, man. God is looking out for
yeah.
all of us right now.
No, that's a fact, bro. I'm a big believer in that myself, man. You know what I mean? Even if you're just keeping up with like daily exercises or reading books or whatever you do, use this time to better yourself and stay sane. You know what I mean? Like
That's a
educate
fact.
yourself. If you're gonna start a business, now's the time to write your business plan. You got plenty of time. You know what I mean?
That's a
Stay close
fact.
to your loved ones and stay
Yeah,
close
that's
to
a
God,
fact.
like I said, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
a fact. You got to stay safe, man. You got to stay mentally strong. There's a mental war going on out there too, man. So
So you got to stay lower than the Lambo right now, bro. You get me?
yeah,
Keep it.
lower than the Lambo. Mm-hmm.
So they might know you best from the intro, definitely. But I think that intro was hard to top, though, bro. That was a moment, bro.
Yeah, shout
That's
out to Shice Bub too and Aguilar. You know, y'all if y'all don't know me from the Diplomat intro, I know y'all know me from the Purple City Wave. You know what
right.
I'm saying? The Skull Gang Wave. I was a part of so many.
There you
Uh,
go.
I was a part of so much good history in hip hop, man. That I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. I truly appreciate everything I've been a part of, and it seemed like it was like from Skull Gang to Purple City to Diplomats, it's all one big family, just different sections. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
I
guy.
never, I never
100%
was a crew. I never was a crew hopper. I always stayed in my same
loyal.
cipher. You know what I'm saying?
And some people know you from being a battle rapper too, bro.
Yeah, I did the battle rap thing. I was doing the battle rap before it was big the way it is.
Yeah, before the
That's why I
money and
don't
that.
have too many televised battles. But yeah, I was big in the battle game. Shout out to T-Rex, shout out to Bones Pagante. Those are only
Yeah,
the
hard.
very few. Because about time the battles got to where they are now, I was kind of already out that lane. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was
Okay. Yeah.
more being an artist, writing and producing records. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
yeah,
I think the intro on the Dipset, the Diplomatic Community album was bananas, bro. That shit was crazy. Like when you went off on that, I was like, yo, dude is
people,
solid. You know what I
people
mean?
to this day still tell me I inspired them to rap. So you know,
There you
I
go.
think it's like everything with me has just always been timing. Shout out to DJ C. Ellis. I see they just joined us. My man
Yeah,
Chichi
there's a lot.
just joined us. A couple of people. Like I always been the type that just wanted to give people good music and good vibes.
Because even in this, just so you know, you see how it says like there's like 15 people in here. When I think it's like an Instagram problem because when you log out, it tells you there's like 400 and shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you know how that
it
be.
switches up.
But I
So it's all good.
appreciate for the people that's watching.
They're all bigging you up, bro. Undefeated battle rapper. You know what I mean? That's facts. Did you ever
Yeah,
lose
thank
one? Did
you.
you ever lose one? You never lost
Huh?
one. You never lost
Nah,
a
I ain't
battle.
lose no battles. Nah, not
Ooh.
me.
When I say
Niggas
never
know
lost none,
I put foot to ass when it comes to that battle shit.
I gotta drop the bomb on that.
That's
Undefeated heavyweight.
that's a fact.
Trust me, bro. So alright, so that's a little intro to Kasa, man. I think the Purple City wave, that track was for me, I think the track with you, Jim and Shice, the Purple City Bird Gang song, I think that was bigger than the intro in my opinion. What do you think of that
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, because we actually got to shoot a video for it.
Yeah.
We
And it
actually,
wasn't just a normal video, bro. That shit was like some trend-setting shit.
yeah, definitely. Like the intro, I was like, nobody knew what Kasa looked like until the Purple City.
Yeah.
Until people ain't know what I look like until like the T-Rex battle helped me a lot. Shout out to Smack DVD.
Yeah, Smack DVD, for real.
And all the DVDs, Sub-Zero, everybody that was popping on them DVDs, man. The night sessions, all that.
I think that's for me. That was the point where I wanted more from you guys, and that's when I went and seeked out the albums. You know, like the Purple City, the 2 albums. I think there was 3 albums or 2. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we dropped 3 albums. We dropped
3.
The Purple City, Best Road to the Riches, Best of Purple City mixtapes. We dropped the Purple album, and we dropped From Paris to Purple City. We did Paris to Purple City.
So with the Purple City, Purple City is different to Bird Gang, right? Just to clarify.
Yes.
That's like a link up when Jimmy come on the song, yeah?
Yeah. We was all, by being the Diplomats, we was all Bird Gang, but Jimmy, you know, he really took that and made it his own. But
right,
Purple
City, okay. So Purple City is you, Aguilar, and Shiest, and then Bird Gang is Jim Jones shit. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm bringing up the albums now while we're on the computer while we're on here. So yeah, I think them albums for me, the Purple album was crazy.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I'm trying to find out which one was my favorite one. I think my favorite one was. It's kind of hard actually, bro, because the beats on them were all like crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, we was working with some real great producers back then. Shout out to Aguilar. Aguilar really created he really created the sound for Purple City. Because if you look at it, Purple City didn't sound like Diplomats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you got to thank him for that. Yeah.
He had his own floor. I think Road to the Riches might have been my favorite, bro. I can't remember from looking at the track lists. The Need for Weed was hard, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, Purple City, the Road to the Riches was like one of my favorite albums I did with Purple City too. Because you know, way before that, we had like 13 mixtapes out. We did like 13 mixtapes.
My favorite shit, how I kind of found out about you guys was the Incredible Piff mixtape.
Yeah, the Incredible Piff was a legendary tape because that really gave us the ability to really showcase our talent as far as creativity. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. I feel like that album was the album that was the mixtape, that put me onto you guys' movement more. Like I knew you from Dipset, but then it was like, okay, there's 2 other guys and the beats are knocking, you know what I mean?
And then I was doing a lot of tapes with my brother Taj Mahal with the Senate. Shout out to the Senate.
There you go.
I was doing a lot of stuff with him too, so I
remember they had that joint 40th and Broadway or some shit with
45th and Broadway. Me and Taj actually got 2 mixtapes together: the Kasa and Taj Mahal Show 1, and the Kasa Taj Mahal Show 2. So, and then on top of that, I was just featured on a mixtapes because we just all family. So it was just like one big family, man, a big conglomerate of dope artists. Shout out to Taj Mahal, Thumpman Doza, Sammy G, Louis Vuitton, Nike. Tomb Raider, shout out to them too. Dutch Beats. It was a lot of people that created that sound. Props, but as long as I'm alive, I'm always shout them out.
So, so in your opinion, when it comes to the mixtape game, like strictly take away albums, take away singles, Dipset and G Unit around the same time kind of impacted the New York mixtape game.
Yeah, we definitely did. We can't forget about Drew Block neither and D Block.
Oh, at that time, I can't. For real though.
At that time, it was either Dipset, G Unit, or D Block. I felt like, not to take nothing away from G Unit or D Block, but when we came in, I think we were more consistent with mixtapes.
Yeah, you know,
we dropped way more projects. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dipset like as a whole was dropping mixtape after mixtape, Brody.
Yeah. We was dropping more volumes. Yeah. Shout out to Duke the God, too. Everybody like
For real.
from the more the music mixtapes, it was like we was just working,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Once we got the attention, we wasn't trying to let it go.
So what? What? So who started the mixtape games though? Was it? Would you say the first ever mixtapes was Dipset, or would it be like D Block because they're more old school? Who do you think it was? Because I remember Dipset had some real early ones too, bro.
Yeah, I say we came like right after G Unit. The first Diplomat mixtape was like '01.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's early doors.
Mhm. That's the
That's
one
early.
with
That's the one.
that's the one that was hosted by K Slate with everybody on the cover
K
wearing
Slate.
furs. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that shit. That's the one where Juelz and Jim were kneeling down at the front.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember. Free Juelz as well while we're here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Free Juelz.
Free
He'll be
Juelz.
home soon. I just actually his son baby Juelz just called me yesterday. It's like those is that's my family. No matter
Facts.
despite what y'all might hear in the media and all that. All brothers go through it. All family members go through it. But Juelz is my heart. I love that boy to death. That's my brother. And like I
Facts.
said, his son calls me FaceTime just to check up on me. So you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than rap with me and
Always.
Juelz.
You can tell though, because I think when you went from into the Skull Gang movement, I feel like that
Yeah,
was like him taking his friend with him rather than taking people from Dipset. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah. When me and Juelz, we came up with the whole Skull Gang concept in his kitchen. We came up with an acronym for the name. Um, Everybody had code names. And he kind of made me the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Then we started
Yeah.
recruiting artists. Shout out to John Depp, Richmond Rap, Starby Doll, Reek Rose, Nick Hayes, Nero. We just had a whole family, Slow Bucks. We had a whole
Yeah.
regime that we put together ourselves. So
Facts. Yeah, that's dope. So when Skull Gang took off, I feel like you hit the DVD game hard body. Like you was on
what
every
really
DVD.
what really what really helped Skull Gang out was World Star.
Yeah.
Shout
Jordan Tower and them guys. Q, Jordan
yeah,
Tower.
yeah.
I
It
feel
was
like
like
Jordan
shout
Tower
out to
came from
Scenario.
Dipset. Like
Yeah,
Jordan
shout out to
Tower came from Dipset.
Scenario. Shout out to Jordan Tower. And yeah, they like when World Star really started popping off in '07, '08, '09, that's when we had a video on World Star like every 4 days, something like that.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy for that era. For that generation, that's mad, bro. Like that's mad work. Cause them
we
days videos were done on like tape and shit and discs
yeah,
rather than
yeah,
like cards.
now that's a fact. And we used to have 24-hour a day video shoots. Sometimes we might shoot 3 videos in a day.
Yeah. I remember when you was
Commercials
coming out hard.
and
But I
like
feel like Skull Gang could have gone a lot further though. I feel
yeah,
like they could have
Skull
taken it to the
Gang.
top, but it kind of
I felt with Skull Gang, what happened with Skull Gang, I felt uh like egos got into the way. Once people start getting fame and recognition,
yeah.
that's when the game get kind of tricky, because you go from being a regular person on your block to being this entity that people starting to like and you know and fuck with. So egos sometimes fucks up a lot of things. It don't even be the money sometimes, it be
A
egos.
lot. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like that's probably the biggest killer of success, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
egos on top of um miscommunication, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
I feel like people
So
don't talk clearly. You know what I mean? People don't tell people. They don't. I think communication's a big. Is and ego together combined is a
and
big.
and
Can make
and
big L's. You know what I mean?
people didn't even get the best of Skull Gang. We had got a they had raided our studio and they took all our hard drives. We still had like 5 or 6 Skull Gang albums that nobody ever heard. We used to record
Oh,
like
for real?
yeah, we used to record for like 3 years straight. We used to record like 10 to 15 songs a day at Skull Gang.
Wow.
So a lot of that stuff got taken away by the police, and you know, the agents or whatever that.
Yeah.
So,
I remember seeing that when they raided Juelz studio. You know what I mean?
so and then
How comes the album's not on Apple Music and shit? The Skull
huh?
Gang album. How
What you
comes the
say?
Skull Gang album's not available? How comes the Skull Gang album isn't available on Apple Music?
Cause by the time Apple Music came out, like you can probably find it on like mixtape sites and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
and probably in the future you'll get the Skull Gang on these streaming sites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they should They should re-release that, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
that one was dope. I feel like Skull Gang, and then you had the Dipset Christmas album, which is an underrated album, man. A lot of people don't realize how impactful that was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that was that came through Jim and Koch Records. You know what I'm saying? At that time, at that time we was on Scorching Fire, so a lot of opportunities came out of that. Shout out to Jim. And Koch Records.
Shout out Jim. Yeah, so talking to Jim, we just see Jim Jones and French Montana make a truce online, which was dope to see. How you feel about that?
That was really dope. I watched it. I caught it like 5 minutes after they started, and it was great to see. French shouted me out on there because I was definitely
I see that.
And that was dope because that was like 15 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? So many people was trying to get them to squash it, but I guess, you know what I'm saying, timing is everything.
Timing is everything, bro. But I was proud of them both, though, on like a grown man thing. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's good. I love to see that, bro. You know what I mean? More of that. We need more of that.
It's dope because it's people that look up to both of them. You know what I'm saying? They look up to these guys.
Facts.
So it's like,
and you could tell that they was always gonna get along as well. That was the bad thing about it. It was like they was always gonna get along, bro. Like they could, if they had actually spoke, they would have been cool.
Shout out to Hell Rel just popped in here.
Oh shit! Shout out Ruger. You know what I mean?
Shout out Rel.
That's what I'm saying. So to see Jim and French squash that was dope, bro. You know what I mean? I can't even front. That shit was hard body. Like that was some grown man business. I respect it. You know what I mean?
Hell Rel was actually the one that's named me Two Gun Un. That's the Two Gun Un name came from Hell Rel.
Oh, for real? Nah, that's crazy.
Hell Rel.
That's what I'll be calling you, Two Gun Un, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Ruger.
Rel gave me that name like 2 days before he turned himself in. So it was like.
Oh, that's early.
Yeah. Shout out to my dude.
That's before Dipset, the Diplomatic Community album, because you was calling yourself Two Gun Un by then, right?
Yeah, the album was just about to come out. You know, Rel had went in just before they dropped the album, so that's where the Two Gun Un name came from.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Shout out Ruger, man. He had some hard mixtapes, bro. Like the streets in London were rocking them. You know what I mean? Like the man was loving his mixtapes, bro. His shit was knocking.
Rel had some phenomenal mixtapes. Rel had some phenomenal mixtapes. He's a phenomenal person. Always been a good dude. That's another battle that was untelevised. You had to be there to see it. Me and Hell Rel battle. That's how me and Rel got cool. Cause
how did that come about though, man?
Basically, shout out to Stu and DFL, Stu, Smalls, Chance. It was this crew called DFL, which Rel was running with at the time, and they would come to her 45th and Broadway and check us, and I was hot in the streets. Actually, French Montana was down with Hell Rel too, with the
No way.
Yeah, they was in the crew. So they got to a point.
You would have known.
They got to a point where, you know, niggas was talking shit like, yo, Hell Rel better than you, or yo, I'm better than Hell Rel. We was just like, yo, let's just see this. Let's just get this battle on. We battled in front of Yankee Stadium. And God bless my man.
That broke.
Yeah. Just before they tore it down, just before they was, I think they was building the new Yankee Stadium, and we was in front of the old one.
Yeah. So that's some classic shit that only the streets knew about because it wasn't televised.
No, that's a fact.
The thing is as well with Hell Rel, like in London, everyone loves Styles P, right? So Styles P was like one of the most popular mixtape artists in London for a long time. And
Oh,
when
okay.
Hell Rel came out, when Hell Rel came out, people was like, "Ooh, motherfucker goes hard." You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Well,
when he was saying he's the hardest out, everyone was waiting on Styles P to say something. And then when they
yeah,
collabed, it was like it's official. You know what I mean? It's fully official. Like everyone
like
was fucking with that.
Harrell probably put out some of the hardest street music in that time era. It was either him or Styles as far as the hardest niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
Rel
that
shit
raw
was
shit.
always gritty and grimy and heavy metaphor and heavy punchline and real witty. You know, Rel is one of the
Fire.
best. Rel is one of the best MCs at what he do.
Yeah. When it comes to those mixtapes, you know what I mean? He was knocking them out, bro. Like 20 track joints, fresh one with Duke the God every like 6 months or 3 months, whatever it was. You know what I mean? And it was always fire. It's a fact.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? So a lot of people obviously know you from Dipset, Skull Gang, battle rap, mainly, right? But obviously there's a new kind of series that you got going on, which is
Yeah,
like Kasa's Untold Rap Stories, and that's
yeah.
been taken off on YouTube. I've been watching all of them, bro.
Yeah.
How did that
Thank you.
idea come about?
One day I was just sitting in my house at 6 in the morning, and I was like, man, I was just thinking about things I was going through. I was just like, yo, I've been through a lot in this music business, and I've seen a lot, and it's a lot of unanswered speculations that was in the media. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna start this uncommon true hip hop story thing, and then first I put out like 3-4 episodes, and I seen how it was taking off. I was just like, damn, people really fuck with this shit. So I'm up to episode 31 right now. You know what I'm saying? I started this last
Yeah,
August.
see, that's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? I'll
Which
probably
ones?
drop
Which ones have been the most? Yeah,
what you
because
said.
I saw you last time when you started it. We was at Rich Reimer and Davies video shoot in Harlem. Remember?
Yeah. Shout out to Davies and Rich
That
Lama.
was when you. That's when you had 2 episodes up.
Mm-hmm. Word. Now
So,
look at it. Now look
and
what
you
it's
know,
at.
I think that the episode that you had out then might have been the BMF one. That was the
Yeah.
second, the one. I feel like that was that shit was fucking hard, bro.
And it
That
was
I
like,
didn't even realize how deep that story was.
yeah, it was just like, I felt like the storytelling was missing from hip hop. And then it was like a lot of dope
Yeah,
shit. I felt a lot of dope shit was never talked about. So I basically started that little platform to be more informative. You know what I'm saying? To
yeah,
not,
yeah,
now
yeah.
it wasn't a platform where I was trying to beef or diss people. You know, some people took the hip hop stories a certain way, but after I think, after they see where I was going with it, they appreciate it too. Because I wasn't there to try to down nobody. I was just telling the
Yeah.
story from my perspective.
Why do you think you caught slack for it, bro? Because I was surprised that you caught slack for that, bro. Because I thought it was kind of informative, man, coming from the horse's
Because
mouth rather than like someone that's there.
a lot of people don't know how to accept the truth. A lot of things people be trying to hide, and people sometimes you catch slack from telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It was just like, I guess it was things that people was trying to bury and forget about, but it was just
But
like
you was
that.
like, nah, we gotta let them know. We're gonna keep it 100.
Mhm. So it
But
was
you know
just
what's
like,
mad? You know why I didn't like people giving you slack for it? Because I feel like if, for instance, like Mano had started doing it or Fat Joe or something, everyone would have said, "Oh, that's dope." No one would have said anything. You know what I mean? So I
people
feel
that
like
was the
you
people
deserve
that
your
was
credit.
getting mad was actually my dudes, and I was just like, it was just like I felt like a lot of guys was getting upset because they wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
felt
definitely,
like
100%.
they start to see me reinvent myself on a whole nother platform, and I don't think people like that. It happens
Yeah,
when you try to reinvent yourself, and and you catch another wave. I think people was kind of now I ain't gonna say jealous, but they was kind of envious about the wave I started. So, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Like you got there first, basically. I hear that. Because I feel
yeah.
like even if you look at Joe
And then,
Budden as an
and then,
example, Joe Budden was someone that caught a lot of flack for talking, but now he's high up in the industry. You know what I mean? For that, he's gone clear.
and I felt like a lot of people was mad because I can tell a great story. I'm a great storyteller, and it
Yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah,
the stories is even better when they true. So
yeah.
it was just like I've been through
Yeah,
a
it's true.
lot, and it was on that platform. I feel it was way more positive than negative. You know,
You
people
gotta tell
didn't
them.
know,
You gotta tell them about the pies, bro.
huh?
You gotta tell them about the pies.
Yeah.
You
Oh
gotta put
yeah,
them on.
yeah. We selling positive internet energy always selling positive internet energy, just letting people know that. Because I look at a lot of people's shows and it just be like a lot of negative energy. It's kind of draining when you just see people beefing.
Yeah, yeah,
I try to bring some sunlight to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Slinging them
yeah.
pies.
Fact.
Shout out to anybody that ever bought a hoodie. I got the mask. I got the COVID-19 pies mask out. So anybody looking,
Go
y'all
get
can
yourself a
go ahead
pies
and get
mask
those.
online.
And it was just
100%.
like I felt like on Kasa True Hip Hop Stories, it's like a breath of fresh air. I'm getting more and more subscribers every day. A lot of people that
Yeah,
have been looking for me because I ain't been dropping no music lately. I probably dropped like 2 projects 3 years ago on Vanilla Sky 1 and 2. Those are the
Vanilla
last
Sky.
projects I dropped. And I just feel like people miss me and they wanted something different. So instead of giving them music, I was
Yeah,
just giving them bits and pieces of my life of how a lot of things came about, like how
yeah.
the Diplomat intro came about. People didn't know I was signed to Lupe Fiasco. People didn't know a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I was just giving out, like what I'm doing is just informative and letting them know, you know, everything ain't gonna always be peaches and cream in the music business. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a
I
fact.
have I had a lot of great stories and people appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it was
yeah.
gonna take to them like they did.
I remember you had the Kasa collection as well, bro. That was a good tape, bro.
Yeah, a Kasa collection, the best of Unkasa, Vanilla Sky 1 and 2, The Wait Is Over. I put out a few projects. I put out a lot of projects over the years, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people always, what the music? And then I used to tell them, I got music out, you just not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Go
You're not
look
looking for
for
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'Cause when I'm looking for a
I
person,
think,
I'm into somebody, I go look for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you go sniff it out, like you go find their shit. I think that happens, right?
Yeah,
But I think at the same time, because you've got so many different like sides of you, I think now people are starting to appreciate the other things you offer, like the storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And also just being someone that's like part of a legendary movement. You see what I'm trying to say?
And then once I start doing the stories, once I start doing the stories, I've seen I inspired a couple of people to start telling their stories. Like shout out to China Mac. He actually shouted me out on his first episode. He was
Yeah,
like, I've been tuning in and watching Uncasa stories, and it kind of inspired me. So let me shout
yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
Uncasa. And I appreciate that because I've seen people was trying to do it, jump on the wave, and wasn't trying to give me my
Without
roses for
saluting, man.
setting the, you know what I'm saying, for setting the pace for that type of thing.
Yeah. I still tell people to now, like when I done the podcast thing more, which I'm bringing it back. I had some really good episodes with dope
Mm-hmm.
people, but our one was the best one, bro, because we had a like real conversation. You know what I mean? Smoking, chilling, drinking, and it wasn't really like it wasn't like a rigid interview. It just natural vibes, and we
It was
went
just
for like two
basically
and
a
a half hours, bro.
conversation that was it was basically a
Yeah,
conversation that was recorded. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Give you the real me. You know what I'm saying? Give you uncut raw, really talk. Because some people they be on a Hollywood mode and just be trying to be on on a industry shit.
yeah.
Sometimes you got to put that to the side to get the real you. Sometimes.
And we did that in the hood, bro. Where did we do that again? We done it in the hood, bro.
Yeah, we did that in the hood. Shout out to the block 14141 and 8. Shout out to 151 in Broadway. Those are the blocks I'm from. We did that right at
Yeah.
Mama Kasa apartment at the dining room
Right.
table. You know what I'm saying? You got
What,
to
what
meet
was
some of my.
what
You got to
part
meet
of
some
Harlem
of
is
my.
that? East Harlem or West Harlem?
That's West Harlem. That's the West
West
Side.
Harlem. West
Yeah,
side.
A-Section.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we was up in the west side of Harlem, bro. Broadway.
Yeah. When I
What's up?
first met you, we was on the east side of Harlem with
Yeah, we was in
with
East.
Dave East
Yeah.
for his
That's it.
video with Jim Jones.
With
I'll
Jim.
never forget that
Yeah,
day.
man.
Because when
That
I
was
met you,
crazy,
you
bro.
came up to me. When we first met, you introduced yourself and you was like, yo, I'm a big fan. I fuck with you, man. And you was like, yo, I want to come do an interview. And I was like, come on, let's do it,
Yeah.
man. You know?
Facts. I never forget it. We smoked a spliff, bro, right there and then and spoke while they were filming still. You know what I mean? Chilling.
Now that's the fact.
That was real, bro.
It was like you gotta think people like you to help me be able to get out in Paris and stuff like that, and England and UK, and it's just dope to way people connect and become a conglomerate instead of be so much beef. I'm just a
Yeah,
positive dude.
a lot of people, they had the impression that no one in London likes Dipset, but it's not true. You know what I mean? Like London grew up on that shit. Like that was a big impactful, like part of hip hop. Do you know what I'm saying? London loves it.
Yeah,
It's just obviously certain individuals, like the whole country. So when
and
we met, it was cool to kick it.
like I said, even the fallout between Dipset and SAS, that was kind of like I said, egos and miscommunication to fuck up a whole lot of things, man. So that's why I tell all the artists now, man, communicate. Communication is the best policy when it comes to egos.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
man.
just
Shout out
don't
to
know what's.
SAS.
Shout
You know
out
what I
to
mean?
SAS. Shout out to Mega and May.
Yeah, man. Facts. Good brothers, man. Good brothers.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I feel like they were like the first. I think they were some of the first UK artists to try to really be involved in American hip hop. You know what I mean? On a
Now
street
that's a
level.
fact. And I had met those guys way before they even started messing with the set through my brother D Coolidge. They was living in Staten Island at the time, and he used to tell me,
Yeah.
yo, I got some guys from London. They fret. You wouldn't even if you ain't listen to their accent, you wouldn't even know they was from London because they was heavy on the fashion, Mad
Yeah,
Iceberg,
dripping.
Mad Fugees.
Yeah.
They always been fly. Like them dudes, Mega and May, they always been in tune with all the top fashion
Yeah.
since back then. When they came to America, like when they around the time they was messing with Skull Gang, they used to come through with the Maharishi, and the only person in America that was really rocking Maharishi was Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm
Oh, for
saying?
real?
At that time. Yeah.
But
That's the
Lupe
first
was up
person
on
I
that
heard.
shit.
Yeah, like the Maharishi, like, and then once they start wearing it, I start wearing it, and people didn't even know, the Maharishi was dope. 09, 08.
Yeah. I feel like New York's got they had their own sort of style at that time. You get me? Whether it's like they was big on the Jordans, on True Religion. Well, True Religion was probably later, but like Averex, everything like that. You know what I mean? But when it came to London, I think London had those European brands like the Armanis, Dolce and Gabbanas and stuff. That kind of Paris, London, Italy, them kind of countries had it, but America wasn't. They wasn't really up on it as much. You know what I'm trying to say? They had their own
That's the
brands at
fact.
the time, like the kind of Fat Farms. What was the other? What was the other big ones like Echo,
Echo. We
Academics?
had a Nietzsche Academics. It was so
Yeah,
many, and then that like looking at those labels like inspired me to start doing my own. That's why I created the Cranberry and Vodka
fire.
clothing line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what inspired. I always been in tune with fashion, but it was the timing. You know what I'm saying? My man
Yeah.
LA was like, "Yo, you're a fly dude. I know you want to start a label. Let me show you where to go get the blanks from. Let me show you where to go print it at." And from there, it went crazy. People, from all over the world ordered my clothes, and I just think for the people that every time I drop something, whether it's music or podcast or
Yeah,
clothing, they support it. So shout out to the people
yeah,
that
bro.
support
I think that's the other thing.
Cranberry Vodka.
I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people are like they're caught up in the numbers game. They think that everybody has to have a million views or a million followers to be lit, but the reality is that if you've got like a core fan base and people that really buy into what you do, which you have, bro, I've seen it firsthand. That's a beautiful blessing. You know what I mean? You got to work with what you got, and I think that you've
Yeah,
got a lot of
staying in
people
tune
that
with the
look to
people.
you.
Yeah, staying in tune with the people and appreciating what you got is
Yeah,
is the gift. I don't need a million followers. Do I want a million followers? Of course.
yeah, you can sell more.
You
Yeah,
want
yeah,
a big scale of people to follow you, but
yeah.
I'm happy with the 37,000 people I
Facts.
saw on my Instagram and the 11,000 subscribers I got on YouTube. Like, because they ain't gotta fuck with me at all. So I'm just appreciative for what I got. I always
Yeah,
been that type of guy. I've never looked at somebody else's fame or said I need to be there or I want to be there. It's all with timing. If it's meant for me to be a big superstar, if it's meant for me to be a big
it will be.
whatever, it's gonna happen. Whatever God got in plan for you, it's gonna happen for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Facts, bro. And I think that's one thing that I wanted to let them know with Kasa, because you've had like so many stages of your career, from the battle rap to the Dipset to Purple City to Skull Gang, and now to like clothing and even the stories. I think that people would be surprised how many people know who you are. You know what I mean? Like even people that don't have Instagram or don't use Instagram, who don't follow you, they know you. You know what I mean?
And
Like
I always
you're really
been
known, bro.
connected. That's a fact. I always
Yeah.
been connected. I always been connected with stuff that wasn't popping, but now it's at the top of the food chain. Like
Yeah.
nobody really knew about Griselda. Like I've been knew who
Yeah.
Benny and West Side and Conway was, because I used to be out in them Buffalo streets. Like for real. I'm probably the first
That-
Harlem dude that was in my era that was going out there on the regular. Shout out to Young Mike, shout out to Mike Pratt, shout out to Benny, the whole Griselda, like
Yeah, shout out Sweet Scott.
Chef Shreds, Doris Records. I used to go to these spots. So when I see West Side and Conway and Benny doing their thing, like I just be super happy and overwhelmed, because I know where they from, and where they from is not a game. It's really, they really get busy out there, and they
Yeah,
like they made it out of something. They made something that was so dangerous into, you know, they made it out. They kind of made it out of where they from. They still be there, but to see them at the level for the
yo,
fashion
their shit is different, bro. Like they're up there now. You know what I mean? So if you knew them early and you saw the potential, that means you're ahead of your time anyway, because you have been with a lot of other things. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like you've been ahead of your time with the whole battle rap, like you say. Like now people are getting mad bread off battle rapping. You know what I mean? That
Now
you're
that's
ahead of
that.
yeah. I remember, I'll
And
tell you a funny story, bro. I was in I don't know, I'm not sure what part of Harlem it is. I was in the El Puerto Seafood.
okay.
I was
Mm-hmm.
in there after the club one night, right?
Yeah, that's
With my guys from
125th. That's
yeah,
125th in Amsterdam. Mm-hmm.
right, cool. So I'm there with my boys from Brooklyn after the club. We just getting some food and shit. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning, something like that. And I remember why this is a real story. We jump out the whip and I make them play your intro. I open the door and I'm like, this is my first time in Harlem ever, bro. At the time, you know what I mean? This is play that shit loud, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then like 1 year later, I bump into you at Davies video shoot, and I'm like,
That's a
oh
fact.
shit, that's my guy. You
And
don't
we
even know, like, you know what I
and
mean?
you've been my guy ever since.
Facts, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of good moments, bro, from the podcast, the video shoots, even seeing you on Davies documentary leading up to the album. Like you're always around the man them, you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Um,
like
energy,
dope, bro.
good energy, respects good energy, real recognize real. Like
Yeah, man.
when you got
People
a
feed
good
off that.
positive, when you got good positive energy, you going that's the type of people you gonna attract. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
If you
yeah,
got
yeah.
evil, dark energy, those are the people you attract. I went through so many trials and tribulations in
Yeah.
my life that I just be like, yo, I just gotta put myself in a whole different realm of life, because sometimes you just
Mm,
gotta get away. You know what I'm saying? I done been through it all.
facts.
So it just puts you, when you go through something, if it don't kill you, it makes you stronger. So I just
Yeah,
learned how
yeah,
to, maneuver and put myself around more positive people instead of being around so many dark souls. Because
yeah.
a
You gotta
person's
watch out for
energy
those.
can rub off on you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro,
Rub off on
100%,
you.
bro. Like you say, the positive energy is underrated, man. Like it's a serious thing still. Like I think that
Yeah.
even positive words, positive conversations, positive actions, like those things they brighten up your day. They make you more inspired and motivated. Where the negative conversations and the dog shit talk, bro, that's the shit that
And
puts you
that's how
down and makes you feel stagnant.
even how I got cool with East. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I think it was I had a video shoot for this song called Radio.
Okay.
Get It Rock, aka Get It Rockin', and I called so many of my dudes up to come get cameos.
Yeah.
And I remember I called East. He was this was when he was managed by Wayno and my dude Smile. Shout out to Smile, shout out to Wayno. And I
That's
called,
franchise Smiles, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's my
franchise.
homie. That's how I
Yeah,
met Davey.
yeah. Shout
That's
out to
how I met
Gap
Davey too,
Murder.
bro.
Shout out to Gap Murder. My brother and my cast member of the Brooklyn Way web series.
Salute to BK. You know that's my second
Yeah,
home.
that's a fact. And I called him, and he had an important meeting with Nas. He put the meeting on Nas on hold and came and did his cameo. So I always love
That's love.
East for that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
And
stopped off quickly. Yeah, that's
you
dope.
know, I got to witness him recording the Survival album from top to bottom. I got to see his mostly all his Karma mixtapes being recorded. Like, people don't really know what type of relationship me and East got. We really got a good bond, and it's never
Yeah,
been
brother.
on. It's never been on coming around trying to, with them
Trying
secret
to,
agendas, trying to get a record or
yeah.
something. It's always just been pure love. I always give him advice
That's a
and
fact.
stuff, because I've been in the game, and he was a fan first. East always recite my rhymes to me, talking about, yo, when I
Yeah,
was
he's a real
fucking with the
student. He's a real
projects.
student of hip hop, man. You know what I mean? He's a real
Yeah.
student of hip hop. Yeah, he knows his shit.
So
He knows it. He knows his stuff.
he used to always tell me, yo, I grew up off your shit. It's crazy how now I'm in the game and you at my sessions, and this, he
Yeah,
said,
it's real though.
it's just dope. So
Yeah, that's real. Because you think about it, bro. Remember the time when me and Shooter popped up to the studio like 3 in the morning and you was there? I was like, oh shit, it's my guy, bro. You know what I mean?
now that's a
That
now
was
that's a
mad. He was.
fact.
I think he was
Shout out to
recording No
shout out to
Pork.
King
On,
Judah. It's just like
yeah,
I used to be at the studio every night with East. I just love the vibe. I just
yeah.
love to see new artists turn into the
Because you've been there
stars they
yourself.
are.
Yeah, you've been there yourself, so you can see, like, you're gonna offer valuable information as well, like where people how to move a certain way. You know what I mean?
That's a
Which is
fact.
dope.
Yeah,
You get me? I know
definitely.
Instagram cuts you off after an hour, so I'm not sure how long we got, bro. I think it's gonna cut off soon. But
Well,
you know what I mean?
we're gonna talk until it cut off, but
Yeah,
it's
facts.
just like
Just want to let you know.
now, even now that I'm a father now, I'm just in a whole different perspective, man. Even through this
Yeah.
dark time, I'm just spending more time with my daughter, and
Amen.
just reflecting on where I'm headed after this, because this shall
Yeah.
pass. It might take a while, but
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to uplift, trying to let people know this, like, just stay closer to God.
Amen.
Keep your mind open, because at this time it's a lot of dark energy. So that dark, like I said, that dark energy will enter your realm. You just gotta, stay blessed and stay around positive people. If you can't find
Yeah,
no
bro.
positive, people to be around, stay to yourself. And it's not hard right now, because we all self-quarantining, you know what I'm saying? And just try to, at this dark time, try to reflect on the things that you want to do for the future, you know what I'm saying? Because so many people got so many depressed people, so many people going through financial trouble right now. There's so many people losing their homes. There's a lot of people that don't know when their next dollar or their next meal's coming. And
Yeah, man. It's hard times.
I just want to know. I just want them to know, if they watching this, just to stay up and pray to God, because He got you. Just stay strong. Figure out some type of light in this darkness, because
That's what I'm telling
whatever
people.
don't kill you will definitely make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's why it's always good to put something away for a rainy day, or always
Oh, yo,
stay.
bro, that's the realest talk, bro. That's the realest talk, bro. I'm grateful I got my shit what I had, but safety nets are important. You know what I mean? I
Now,
be even here thinking I wish I did more. You know what I mean?
now, and just think, just even if you could have did more, just think God for what you did put away for this dark time. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot
That,
of
bro.
people. It's a lot of like. I just was watching something on that French. He was having like a live interview, and he was like, "Yo, a lot of rappers is going to be selling jewelry. A lot of rappers is going to be selling clothes and cars because they didn't. Nobody expected this, and a lot of people live from check to check. Soon as the money come in, it goes out. And
Yeah,
you know, people thinking, yo, I can go spend 200,000 this week. I got another
because they go do
5
another
shows.
show. Yeah,
I got
yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
show, and then look, who knows when there's going to be a next large gathering. This might change the face of music because you can't. It's not the same of you doing a live performance over Instagram than people actually getting to see you in person. So this is putting a strain on a lot of industries,
Yeah.
not only music but also the sports game. With like it's just crazy. It's a hard pill to swallow, but we, by the graces of God, we'll make it this
That
too.
shit shut
And
down right
like I
now.
said, and I was talking to my cousin earlier, and we was like, yo, history repeats itself. It's been epidemics before. We
Yeah, yeah.
just
We
wasn't
wasn't here,
born.
but yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
here
Facts, bro.
to
They
witness
had that
it. So
Chinese, the Spanish flu and shit, innit? Spanish flu or some shit like
exactly,
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. So you know what I'm saying? We'll see it through this, and this will be something 15, 20 years ahead that we'll God willing, if you make it through this is something you'll definitely remember in the times. And you know
Yeah,
what I'm
they're gonna
saying?
teach our
That's
kids
going
that shit.
on. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna teach that in schools, bro. Like your kids are gonna be learning about this. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And right now,
And I think you're right, though.
even look at the educational thing right now. People is learning over laptops right now. The teachers is doing like
Yeah,
Zooms
yeah.
and FaceTimes
Zooms,
to help the
Google Hangouts.
students. And we can't, before this, and I want to just shout out to all the essential workers, people that's making sure the grocery stores stay open, the nurses, the doctors, the policemen, the EMS, anybody that's, you know,
Yeah,
on the front line of this, because those people, they not getting a raise or anything. They still getting their same pay, which I feel like
yeah,
the government should find some other funding just for those people that's risking their lives on taking this coronavirus back to their homes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it, like I
True.
said, we're in a dark time, but it's always a silver lining. Like, even though it's a lot of stuff stopped for us right now and a lot of stuff is on lockdown, this put me closer to my family. You know what I'm saying? I
Amen to
haven't
that.
spent
Yeah,
this
that's
much
the vibe.
time. I haven't spent this much time with my family in maybe 20 years because I'm always on the run trying to chase the dollar, or
Me
you
too,
know what I'm
bro.
saying,
I
or
can
even
relate to that.
this put me even closer to God because I'm praying
Powerful.
more. Like sometimes
Me
we
too,
might
bro.
even forget to pray. Sometimes we might worship material things before we worship the Lord. When we're
Yeah,
supposed to be worshiping Him, the Lord comes before your family.
go get the
You know what I'm
bombs out.
saying? So,
Go.
it's just like it just puts your mind in a whole different perspective, man. You
Amen.
can either let this shit eat you up, or you can come out this shit a champion, man.
Yeah, you gotta come out here mentally and physically strong if you can. You know, or both if you can. You know what I mean? Keep those
That's a
home
fact.
workouts going on, reading, educate yourself, be positive, like you said, remain humble and
Some
positive. Count your
somebody
blessings.
somebody asked how was Juelz doing.
Yeah,
Well, I speak to his moms, and Juelz is on lockdown right now just because of the coronavirus. Like, I think they on 23 hours a day lockdown, which I know is a mental strain to him.
yeah.
But they gotta try to, a lot of people behind bars is catching that shit right now, and it's just like it's overwhelming, man. It's overwhelming, but through the through the graces of God, He will cover Juelz, and he'll be back home bigger and better than ever. You know what I'm saying? This is just little trials and
Yeah,
tribulations that people go through in their life. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Everybody go through their ups and their downs, but you can't be down forever. It gotta be an up coming. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We gotta pray for Juelz, man, and everyone that's locked up. You know what I mean? Everyone that's in a bad space right now. That's a fact. And
Word. So
I saw Shout out Viper. Viper said he's been rocking with you since he was a youth, man. Said he loved your music, man.
Thank
We
you,
got
man. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm older now, so when when guys come up to me and I see they in their 30s and stuff like that, and they be like, yo, and they be like, yo, I've been rocking with you since I was a kid.
Because they were young.
It really puts you in a mind state to where like, yo,
The
damn, I've
compliment,
been
bro.
doing this for a long time. I contributed a lot to the music, and it's been appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real,
like,
for real.
Even if I ain't get super wealthy from it, being just recognized for all these years and people continuously to go back and watch the battles and go listen to them intros, I'm just grateful for that, man. God blessed me with a gift to share with y'all, and I'm gonna just keep sharing it until he call on for me. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, you made a good point. You see, when artists get into art, whether it's music, paintings, drawings, acting, whatever it may be, you don't really do it for the check initially, especially in the older days, bro. Like you do it for the art.
And when I first got in the rap game, I just wanted people to know I was nice. I wanted people to know, like, yo, this kid is nice. But then it gets to a point where you gotta fend for your family and stuff. So it's just like everybody want to get paid for what they do, but man, I didn't get paid for a lot of things that people love. You know what I'm saying? I think
you telling the youngers that, bro.
I think my pay came from the love that I got from the fans. Because it's something you can spend the money and can't get that. You know what I'm saying? You can spend the money, that's gone, but that when somebody walk up to you, that's a stranger that never met you in their life, and they be like, yo, you inspired me. I remember one time I was walking on 125th. I think I just finished coming from buying some sneakers or something. And this guy said, yo, I just did 13 years of my life. Your mixtape kept me going. Every day I listened to yours in the year, and it brought a tear to my eye. And I was actually kind of depressed that day. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of in a dumps down mentally.
And you never know what you did to someone's life until they tell you, you know what I mean?
And for him to embrace me like that, he's like, yo, I just want to give you a hug, my brother, and thank you for uplifting my spirits while I was in jail. So he was like, yo, can I take a picture with you? I was like, yeah. He said, because my wife ain't gonna believe this. She not gonna believe that I met somebody that uplifted me while I was down. So that's the type of shit you can't pay for. Ain't no type of check can give you that type of feeling. It give you when you get a check and when you get embraced by a person that
pure,
that's been moved by something that you love to do. That's more than a check can be any day.
Facts, bro. Real shit. Touch it to people. It said we got 1 minute 25 seconds. I've got a countdown on my side. I got a clock.
Yeah. Somebody asked, do I still got the hat from the Purple City Bird Gang video? Yes, I do. I still got it.
Okay. That's fine. That might have to be. You have to frame that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's dirty and all that, but I still got a lot of things from back in the days that I'm gonna either auction off or just give to my daughter to let her know what type of father she had and what I did for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
We got a minute left. I want to shout out the people, man, that are locked in, and I want to shout you out, bro, for always being a real.
Shout out to everybody that watched it. Shout out to my boy. My boy did, like, they don't know how much love I got for you. Like, you really family, and you and
you fam to me too, bro. Facts.
And I'm letting the people know that you actually called me all the way from across the globe to check on me just to make sure I'm sane and stuff like that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? So bro. I love you, my brother. Anytime you need me, I'm here for you. And as soon as this over, like, let's just get some music together. And when this is over,
we need to get a song done. That's a fact, you know.
We're going to do it, and we're going to get this video. We're going to let the world know what's going on.
Legendary shit on Kasa, Purple City Bird Gang.